Hey, what's up everyone? Here I brought Mr. Grumpy back, and as always I do hope you have an amazing day, but for now let's get into the video.
Do you think it's okay to date multiple people simultaneously in the early stages of dating?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think as long as you've not committed to anything or anyone seriously, you don't want to get anyone's expectations up or make anyone feel unwanted.
Yeah, I think as long as everyone knows and is aware.
Sure, as long as you tell them you're not deceiving anyone, sure.
Definitely. You've got to play the field, right? You've got to see who's out there. You can't just go with one. Unless you really like them, then go for it. But I think it's good to have your options open, and then if you eventually find someone. Plus, how are you going to know what you like if you don't meet multiple people?
Well, at your age you should probably have a pretty good idea what you like or you don't. Everyone is cool with dating multiple people at the same time until they find one that they really like, and then they find out he or she is also dating multiple people at the same time. Not to mention it becomes a huge problem when they find out they are not the one the other person really likes, and that's usually the time when crying starts.
Y'all, I'm done dating. I give up. I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. I've been talking to this guy on Hinge for like a week, and he asked me to get drinks like on Thursday for Saturday, and I was like, oh, perfect. He lives like kind of far, and I was like, do you want to meet halfway? And he was like, no, I need to be in Raleigh on Saturday, so let's just meet up. That'll be perfect. And I was like, great. So we have plans for 5. He messages me on Hinge today and is like, actually, do you mind if we switch to 6:30? And I'm like, great, because it gives me more time to like run errands and do things that I needed to do today anyways. So he gives me his number from Hinge. He's like, here's my number if you want to switch to text. So I text him like around 4 and I was like, hey, it's Maria, here's my number, just so he has it. Then he doesn't answer, but I like don't care really. And then we're getting closer to 6:30.
And he cancelled. Just to keep a long story short, very long story short, he cancelled. She got all ready and he cancelled, and that's why she's done with dating. Sometimes life happens and you need to cancel your plans, but for her it doesn't even matter if he had a good reason or not. She didn't say why he cancelled, but she is done with dating. Well, oh no. Okay then.
This is something that nobody talks about, but it's important and it's real. The pain that comes with being single years and years and years and years is deep. You know, no matter if you are successful, beautiful, super fit, super rich, have everything in the world, have so many friends, have been traveling all over the world, you know, like, look at me, I'm single and happy. Yeah, you can be. But with it comes a pain of not being witnessed. Comes a pain where you wake up every day and you have to give yourself all the love, all the motivation, all the yalla, let's go do it. It's not easy, and nobody talks about how we feel inside when years and years and years and years and years pass by.
Now there are quite a lot of people talking about that. I think I've said it before, for every single video of the strong and independent who don't need no man and are happier being single, there are about 100 videos like this. More women crying they want someone and they can't find them. But to also keep a long story short, money, success, fame, whatever your goal is in life, it's usually better if you have someone to share it with, or to just have someone by your side to say, I got you when you're down.
Something that I find particularly interesting about myself is that I am not really all that clingy in relationships. But when it comes to my best friend, I would handcuff myself to her if she tried to leave me. I would drive my car into her house if she said she didn't want to be my best friend anymore. That's not my best friend, that's my sister. Okay, you're not allowed to go anywhere.
And if you have a friend like that, you can do so much better. There is quite a big difference between clingy and friendships. And yeah, I did get the point. Romantic relationships, who cares? Friendships, way better. Still doesn't make being clingy sound any better. Maybe keep in mind that when you get to be the woman from earlier, your friend is not really gonna be there for you. She will, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I feel so bad for you, and then she's gonna go back to her family. And you're gonna post videos like that one.
Does 2 plus 2 equal 4?
In your brain, it definitely does.
No, I'm asking you.
Like, what are we talking about?
The number,
Just asking you a
literally
simple
the
question.
number
Does
2.
2 plus 2 equal 4?
1 atom plus 1 atom equals 2. Yes. 2
Does
plus 2
it,
is
or
4.
yes or no, equal 4?
Say it again.
Does 2 plus 2 equal 4?
If we're talking on the atomic level, yes.
Okay, what level does it not equal 4?
Anything other than the atomic level.
So anything other than the atomic level, meaning?
I am a body made of billions of cells.
I think she needs a bracelet with her own address written on it. There is no way, no how she finds her way back home just by herself. In my brain, 2 plus 2 equals 4, yes, but I cannot not wonder what goes on in her brain.
I was out the other night and someone asked me whether I think straight men and straight women can be friends. And it actually blew my mind a little bit that this person thought that they couldn't. Because I have always had male friends since I was a kid. And in my adult relationships, I have male friends where it's entirely platonic. They don't fancy me, I don't fancy them. We've never kissed each other on a random night. We trust each other. We are friends. But for some reason, there are people out there who think that if the correct situation arose, then your male friends would probably want to sleep with you if they got the chance. And it's like, okay, but by the correct situation, you mean that they would fancy me, and they don't. Obviously, there are some friendships out there where maybe you have developed feelings that you didn't expect to happen, or blah, blah, blah. But for me, I am not friends with anyone that I fancy.
Yeah, okay, but are you straight though? I also believe people throw around the word friend way too easy. I also believe making sure you're friends only with people you're not attracted to doesn't really make you a good friend. Now, you have male friends, that's great. What do you all do together? Any of them call you at random and say, hey, let's go fishing? Cause friends usually do something like that. If they don't, they're acquaintances, not friends. Do any of them call you at random and say, hey, let's go to this restaurant and have dinner? Cause if they do, that's a date.
Is the number one red flag to look for in a guy?
There's so many. Wow. If their main form of communication is Snapchat, that's a big one. Girl best friend, that's another one.
Okay, but make up your mind already. Men never cared about any of this. Some had a girl best friend, some didn't. And you ladies started all this with, oh my god, if you don't have a girl best friend, eek. Okay, eek, but now I do have a girl best friend and that's a huge red flag. I guess lucky for me, I don't listen to any of you. And even luckier for me, I don't go on TikTok to listen to complete strangers telling me how I need to live my own life.
All I'm saying is that if she is independent and she pays her own bills and she takes care of herself and she can cook and she is doing her own damn laundry and she is looking good and staying hydrated and being her very best self, she is one step away from having a literal nervous breakdown.
Okay, sure, but why? Sounds like she's crushing it, and she's crushing it on her own. Oh wait, maybe that's why?
Every young woman's goal is to meet someone. They're all like, I want to meet someone, I'm going to meet a guy.
It is because we live in a patriarchal society.
Yeah, no, I'm really not in the mood for stupid at this time.
Oh my god!
Sometimes I understand why they're mad at us all the time. It kind of makes sense. But anyway, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.